Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nur Amirah Athirah, a software engineering student. I will present my final year project 2, which is titled UTMThrift, a mobile campus marketplace. I'm supervised by Dr. Ruhaidah Binti Samsudin. This is the overall structure of my presentation, which is include the introduction, literature review, project methodology, requirement analysis and design, implementation and testing, and finally the conclusion. Let's begin with the introduction of my project, which covers the problem background, aim, objectives, and scope. The main problems that led to this project are first, financial challenges faced by students, which limit their ability to purchase any university necessities. And then a desire to be fashionable, which often results in fast fashion practice. And lastly is the lack of a centralized platform for buying and selling thrifted items on campus. So students often rely on social media groups like WhatsApp, Telegrams, which are not optimized for any selling and buying thrifted items. So these issues inspired the development of a campus-focused thrift marketplace. So the aim is to develop a user-friendly mobile application called UTMthrift to act as a centralized platform for UTM students to buy and sell any thrifted items efficiently and securely. For this project, two of the main objectives are first to design the UTM Thrift mobile application according to the clear design specifications. And then another one is to test the application for functionality and user experience to ensure it meets the user needs. As for the scope, the two main scope is system is designed specifically for UTM community only, and it will develop as a mobile application using a modern technologies such as Flutter and Laravel. Next, I will explain the literature review where I compare UTM Thrift to existing platforms and discuss the technology used. For the current system analysis, I compare UTM Thrift with platforms such as Facebook Marketplace, Carousel, and Mudah.com. Unlike these general platforms, UTM3 focus solely on UTM's community only, and it offers better security, user-friendly experience, especially for students, and features like QR code payments, wishlist, and even announcements related to the thrifting events either from inside or outside the campus. In terms of technology, common tools used is Flutter and Dart for mobile development, Laravel for backend and web admin, PHP for database, Cloudinary for storing the images, Android Studio emulator for the testing, and Visual Studio Code for the development. Now let's move to the project methodology. So for this project, I applied the Agile Scrum methodology, which supports iterative and incremental development. This method was chosen because it allows for continuous feedback and improvements during the development lifecycle. There are 5 key phases in the methodology, which is initiation, planning and estimation, implementation, review and retrospective, and release. So during PSM1, the focus was only on the initiation and planning and estimation phases. This involved identifying problems, gathering requirements, and designing the system architecture and user flow. So the remaining phase, which is implementation, review, and release, were carried out in PSM2, where I developed and tested the actual system. So this is the Gantt chart for PSM1. As shown, the early part of the project involved activities like topic selection, proposal preparation, system requirement gathering, and design documentation. So all these tasks focus on planning, researching, and preparing the groundwork for development for the PSM2. And then this is the Gantt chart for PSM2 where the implementation begin. So it includes tasks such as coding both mobile and web interface, API integration, testing and debugging, and documentation preparation. So each task was organized based on Scrum sprints, allowing continuous progress and testing of the features until the project was fully completed. For the hardware requirements, the system was developed using a laptop with Windows 11, Intel Core i7 processor, and the Intel Iris X graphics. As for the software requirements, the software tools used include the Flutter and Laravel for development, Cloudinary for image storing, PHP for database, Figma and Draw.io for UI designs and diagrams, and Microsoft Word for documentation. Following that is the requirement analysis and design, where I will show the system use case and structure diagrams. This is the use case diagram for UTMThrift, which outlines the main interactions between users and the system. So there are three main actors, which is buyer, can browse and search for items, chat with sellers, add to wish list, make payments using various methods like QR code or online banking. And then we have a seller, can manage item listings, including uploading, editing, and deleting their thrifted items. And lastly, admin, which is responsible for verifying seller applications and managing thrift event announcements. So in total, there are 15 use cases, ensuring all roles in the system have well-defined functionalities. So this is the package diagram showing how the system is organized into the modular components. The structure follows the MVVM architecture, views and view models to maintain clean code and improve scalability. So there are distinct package, which is user management for authentication and manage profile, item management such as browse item, order item, chat between seller and buyer, and we have review seller. And then transaction management. And lastly is the admin management, where the features such as verification seller and any announcement for the event thrifted items. So this modular design helps in maintaining the code efficiently and also support future expansion, such as adding a new roles or features. Now I will present the implementation and testing phase. So for the implementation overview, UTMthrift is developed into two parts, which is mobile app for buyers and sellers using the Flutter with MVVM architecture, and another part is web dashboard for admins using the Laravel Blade. So both platforms are connected through RESTful APIs, ensuring smooth data flow between front end and back end. So this is some of the interface from the mobile front end for buyer and seller. So for buyers, the mobile app provides features like browsing items with filtering the items, and then chatting with sellers and select payment methods such as QR code or linking or in-person payment. And then as for sellers, the app includes the ability to post items, upload image, edit listing, and manage their sales efficiently. And here is some of the user interface for web admin front end. So the web-based admin dashboard allows admins to view total users and events, verify pending seller applications, and then manage event announcement. So this admin view ensures the platform remains secure and organized. Okay, so for the backend of UTMthrift is developed using the Laravel framework, which serve both the mobile application and the web admin dashboard through shared RESTful APIs. So the APIs are organized in the api.php router file for mobile app and web.php for web-based. So both are linked to specific controller function. So one example shown here is from the event controller. This controller handles several key tasks such as fetching all thrift event announcements, creating new event posts by admin, updating or deleting any existing event information. So for the testing phase, I used the black box testing method where the system was tested based on input and expected output without accessing the internal code. So this is the STD, which is to validate individual functions such as profile viewing, updating, and input validation. And this is some examples from the UAT to ensure the system meets user expectations and behaves correctly from the user's perspective. So all the test cases passed successfully, confirming that the application worked as intended. Finally, I will conclude with the project's key achievement and possible future improvements. As for the achievements, my main achievements in this project include first, successfully developing the system using Flutter and Laravel with MVVM architecture, and then seamless API integration between mobile and web, completion of all core functionalities, and lastly, fulfilling all project objectives across both FYP1 and FYP2. As for the improvements, So in the future, UTMThrift can be improved with AI-powered recommendations for personalized suggestion, and then multi-university support so that the students from other campus can join, and AI chatbot to support to assist user in real time. So that's all for my presentation. Thank you.